My name is Rebecca Bridger, and I head up a funds management team for a global asset management firm. I've been working in the industry for 11 years and have been working flexibly for the last 7. I started working from home 2 days a week back in 2016 when I returned from maternity leave after having my twins. Um, I worked full time but needed some flexibility to support primarily on the childcare front in terms of drop off and pick up from nursery. Um, for the 3 days that I was in the office, I started earlier, around 7:30 in the morning, and left earlier at 4 p.m. And this was all based around my childcare needs and being able to get home in the evenings to get back to the twins. And I also had a commute to factor in also. My firm was very supportive of this arrangement, but I had to be very disciplined to ensure that I left on time each day. And as it happened, actually, many of my colleagues never actually realised that I work from home twice a week, and that was before we used video calling as the norm. So I used to use my work schedule, so my in-office days were packed full of in-person meetings to ensure the highest interaction with my team. After returning from maternity leave in 2019, after having my third child, the working arrangements remained in place. So 2 days working from home and 3 days in the office with the earlier start and finish times. And then shortly after the pandemic in March 2020 struck, and it forced me to work from home like everyone else, full time for over 2 years. By this time, I was so used to working from home and I had a brilliant setup with my own office. I found I was more productive working from home as I was gaining an additional about 4 hours per day, not having to do the commute. And I was able to use that commuting time to work more and still have that quality time at home with my family. I guess nowadays my working pattern is 3 days at home and 2 days in the office. So I have an extra day at home now post pandemic. And I try to tend to do my in office days on a Monday and Tuesday, but I'm fairly flexible and try and mix it up so I get to interact with members of my team as well as our key stakeholders in the business and clients. I'm still starting earlier and finishing earlier for those days that I'm in the office, again, still for childcare reasons. I'd probably say I'm working more hours now than when I did more days in the office. I think mainly that's due to the commute time saved. So using that commute time to, check emails and do the work at home rather than spending it on a train. So hybrid working for me has meant that I'm more productive and more available for my firm as the flexibility allows me to start earlier or finish later to account for different time zones or be flexible for my team members as well, but also it means my family gets to see more of me first thing in the morning and before bedtime as well. And I'm less stressed about the childcare and needing to rush home from London every day. So it's definitely benefited me from a work-life balance. And certainly I think it's benefited my firm because they're getting more out of me. And as I said, interacting across different regions as well has proved a bit easier and I'm a bit more available for my firm.